Hey, let's talk about Hugh's suggestions on being more creative. First suggestion I'd like to address would be a sixth suggestion, which talks about not listening to the little voice in our heads that tells us not to work on a creative idea. Hugh describes this as our boring adult voice. I would agree with this. In my creative life, I'm constantly second guessing my work because either A, I don't think it's good enough, or B, I think it's just a downright waste of my time. I can incorporate Hugh's suggestion into my life by telling that little voice in my head, cram it. So if I listen to the voice of my inner child and take back the crayons I was given when I was younger, as Hugh suggests, then perhaps I'll be a more creative individual. If I don't fear my creativity and rather nurture it, perhaps I will become more creative as a result. Let's move on to Hugh's 12th suggestion, which talks about simply just creating something. He tells readers how it's much more painful not to create something when we're given the opportunity to than creating something and failing. Because if we fail in our creation, at least we have the satisfaction of knowing we gave the effort. He tells us that creative individuals should accept pain, and if we do, then pain cannot hurt us. Now we should create something not for reward, but simply for satisfaction of doing it. I could incorporate this into my creative life very simply. I shouldn't be afraid of failure. My thing is I like to write music, so instead of being afraid of failing, I should just write for the sake of having fun and expressing myself. If I do this, then maybe writing will become much easier and ideas will flow more smoothly. Smoothly. I should just write my music for the sake of my own enjoyment and try not to care about results, I guess. Let's move on to Hugh's 14th suggestion, which talks pretty much about laziness. This portion of the article talks about how many people believe that substances will make them more creative, and through this shortcut they can either make it big or something else to that effect. He points out that more talented individuals realize that it's not about using substances and finding shortcuts, it's about putting in legitimate hard work. I already use this inside of my creative life. I did go through a phase where I believed that substances were the only way to create something good or worthwhile. I stopped thinking this several years ago when I discovered that my best work was done when I was sober and not high. I don't rely on substances for my creative spark. It might work for some people, but it doesn't work for me. I usually find that my best work comes about when I'm in a clear state of mind. So yeah, those are the suggestions of Hugh that I wanted to elaborate on. Thank you.